Welcome everybody, it is Crypto Moose and it's time to get loose. Mitchell Bouchard, your crypto and NFT investor. What we're going to do on this episode is slow things down a little bit. I want to give you guys the ultimate guide on how to store and protect your cryptocurrencies. So I'm going to go all the way from what is a wallet all the way to storing your crypto on a hardware wallet. And we'll get into what does that mean. And I'm going to help you identify, depending on where you're at in your level of crypto. If you're, a newbie, if you're in this for the first week, month, or year, all the way to a veteran, I'm going to give you guys some insight on how you can store your crypto so that you don't lose it, you can recover it, and give you the best accessibility, if that makes sense. So if you guys get something out of this, please like, comment, subscribe, ask questions down below. Hopefully I can answer most of them. So nothing in this video should be taken as financial advice. Invest at your own risk. You're listening to a Loose Moose. But to give you guys an idea as well, my name is Crypto Moose, Mitchell Bouchard, and I've been investing in crypto for the past 5 years or so. I have online courses, so if you guys want, you can head over to the link tree. We'll come back to this later because we do have big sales going on with hardware wallets, which will help you. But again, you want to identify first what it is you need. But we do have online courses. So if you are looking for that extra boost, you guys can enroll there too. So the first thing we're going to start off with is, what is a crypto wallet? And I'm going to hit on this with a couple things. So when you buy, for example, some Bitcoin or Ethereum, you're owning a piece of that network, right? So for Bitcoin, there's only ever going to be 21 million Bitcoin. When you own Bitcoin, your tokens are always on the blockchain. Okay, so that's important to understand. So if you lose your crypto, if you lose your wallet, that doesn't really make sense. Really what you're losing is access to the crypto that is stored on the blockchain. So you're going to have a public address and a private key. The private key is typically what is in your wallet. Okay, so when you set up a crypto wallet, you have an encrypted version of your private key inside that wallet. So if you have something like a hot wallet, which we'll get into in a minute, that is going to allow you to set up a password and you can sign transactions, meaning you can move crypto that's on the blockchain. Let's say you have 0.5 Bitcoin. You as the wallet owner that knows the password and or has the mnemonic seed phrase can then sign the transaction to another address. Okay, so there's a lot going on in crypto. That's why I always recommend that you educate yourself. Take an online course because it will help you. Or watch the channel. I have videos on this. Okay? But ultimately, your crypto wallet, your cryptos are not inside your wallet. They're always stored on the blockchain, but your wallet allows you to sign transactions. And that's where a lot of people get wrecked because they'll give over their private keys. You never want to do that. When you set up a crypto wallet, you're going to have a 12, 15, 24 word, and you want to write that down. So for example, you could even put this on metal. This is the most important part when it comes to protecting your crypto, right? There's another thing that you want to keep in mind, and that's what we'll get into right now as well, is when you set up a crypto wallet, you're basically going to have two options, either custodial or non-custodial. Custodial is when a third party holds your crypto for you. So that's more like a bank. Let's say you want to use Coinbase or crypto.com. You can set up an account and they will allow you to set up an account and do transactions, but really your crypto is stored with them. So if this company ever shuts down, you actually don't own your crypto. It's more like using a traditional bank. So that is a centralized exchange, if that makes sense. Same with Coinbase, okay? Now they do have Coinbase wallets where you can set up a non-custodial version, meaning self-custody. But typically when you set up something like, Coinbase, crypto.com, say something like Wealth Simple, you are going to have tools and mechanisms where you can buy crypto and use it similar to a bank. But keep in mind that limits your ability to really self custody, to own your crypto, and to do things like yield farming and other things which we'll talk about. But I believe that most people should stick with a centralized exchange. I've been learning over the years that not everybody is as nerdy as Crypto Moose. Perhaps you're older, and that's fine. You don't have to get into self custody because more authority over your crypto becomes also more responsibility. If you, for example, forget your password easily, if you try to hold your crypto using a hardware wallet and you lose this and you never recovered it properly, that could be more problematic than setting up an online exchange. But keep in mind, an online exchange, they're a company, they could go down. But at the end of the day, if you use the right ones, like in my opinion, not financial advice, crypto.com, Wealth Simple, Coinbase, those are good centralized exchanges. If you want to use those, I mean, if you're taking profit anyways or buying crypto, that's pretty much the only way you could really do it with a large sum of money. So you can connect your bank account. If you want to buy crypto and store it using those methods, that's great. It's not the best way, but it is a good way. And I recommend it for people that just want to keep things simple, right? If you just want to buy some Bitcoin and you're thinking long term, go ahead. Go ahead, use Coinbase, use crypto.com. Maybe I'll put an affiliate link for crypto.com. I usually don't do it, but it's definitely a good idea. It's a good idea, okay? But keep in mind, something like crypto.com, something like Coinbase, that is a custodial method. Now, if you want to get into non-custodial, meaning you fully own your crypto, meaning you own the private keys, okay? And by the way, with something like crypto.com, the way they store their crypto, they're using hardware wallets. They are protecting your crypto with a lot of security. So that's not the issue. It's just that the idea of crypto is having a decentralized way of owning your digital assets, right? In this case, with Bitcoin store of value, getting into general all-purpose blockchains like Ethereum or Cardano, getting into Solana, I like to hold it, using something like a Tangem ring, right? Which is one of my favorite wallets. We'll talk about it, okay? So we're hitting on that. I hope that makes sense. Guys, if you have a simple question, ask it down below. That's what this channel is all about. Okay, so how to store your crypto. We got into that a little bit. You can use something like this. You can use Coinbase. Very simple. Just follow the steps, KYC, etc. The other way is to use something like a Phantom wallet. That's where you download an app or a Chrome extension tool. And what you're going to do when you're setting up the wallet is it's going to have you write down your mnemonic seed phrase. So what is that? Very simple. A mnemonic seed phrase are letters and numbers that are an encrypted version of your private keys. So if you ever lose your wallet, if something ever happens, like let's say this computer just gets set on fire, somebody comes in here and steals it. If I have my wallet on here ready to go and the computer messes up, software issues, I don't lose access to my crypto because I can then re-download the wallet, plug in my 12, 15, 24 words, and I can regenerate my wallet. And if you guys want to know how to set up some of these, go to the channel. For example, type in Phantom. And Phantom Wallet, this is a good hot wallet if you're getting into Bitcoin, if you're getting into Solana. I have a step-by-step guide. So I have that for, if you set up a Phantom wallet, you have a great, simple to use hot wallet for Solana, for Bitcoin now. I believe it supports Ethereum and other assets. So we have Phantom, we have Nami. If you're into Cardano specifically, type in Nami. I've got a 1-minute guide, and I also have a 15-minute guide. Okay. We also have a free Cardano mini course in online courses. So I've got tools for you. Okay. But that's a main difference here. So If you do want to own your crypto, where you can then connect to a decentralized exchange, do things like yield farming. Basically, if you're setting up a hot wallet or a self-custody, non-custodial wallet, that means that you are now a bank. Whereas if you hold your crypto on something like crypto.com, they act like a bank. So they can make the yield. They can loan out your crypto and, do whatever with it. Okay? So in my opinion, if you can get to the point where you own your private keys, you own your cryptos, not your keys, not your cheese, that's the power of decentralization, right? So that's something to keep in mind. Guys, comment down below if you're afraid to do that step, which is fine. Ultimately, I think it's a good idea to just buy and hold long term, and you don't want to buy the wrong crypto or use the wrong exchange. So today we're December 8th, 2024. I like Coinbase, crypto.com if you're doing that. In terms of hot wallets, I do like Exodus. That's a multi-wallet where you can have multiple assets. It's a good one. Okay. So we went over that, the best centralized exchanges, best storage. So what is the best storage? What are the best hardware wallets? So we're going to get into a few. So similar to a hot wallet with Phantom, what you can also do is get something like a hardware wallet. Let's say you've got a Tangem card. Okay. So with the Tangem, I can set up a wallet, back up my wallet using a seed phrase, my mnemonic seed phrase. So let's say I've got, in this case, 15 words that I have to back up to regenerate my wallet. Then I'm all good to go. And this adds another layer of protection. So guys, head over to Linktree. Right now there's a massive sale, so I'm going to bring it up. You guys can use code Moose, save 20% off, and you get 50% off a wallet that you add on. They also have a Tangem ring, so same thing. Guys, this is the coolest hardware wallet. I love it. I actually lost it last week, but you do have backup cards, so that's all good. With this wallet is the best if you use your phone a lot. So I'll give you an example. This is the Tangem app, Tangem ring. All I have to do to sign in is tap. Okay, and then I'm going to put in my password. And I'm going to scan again. And you can see that getting access to my crypto is going to be difficult. So now we're in the wallet. I've got a little bit of Bitcoin in here at the top. So this is a really cool way if you're on the go, if you're someone that wants to keep things simple, but own your crypto for the long term. Guys, the Tangem ring is sick. The wallet's cool too. So there's the 2-card, 3-card set. And if you get the ring, it comes with 2 extra cards as well. So again, if you lose the ring, if you lose the cards, it don't matter, because hopefully you're backing up your words. So for example, what you can also do is you can back up your words to metal. So this is more, this is more just advanced stuff if you're a little nerdy about it. But what I like to do is actually take my hardware wallets, back up my words to paper, and then what I do is I back it up to metal. So if I ever lose my hardware wallets, if somebody takes all my hardware wallets, it doesn't matter, because I've got this in a separate spot. And if there's ever a house fire, if ever I'm moving in shampoo, which has happened to people, let's say shampoo gets on my words and I can't read it, well, I'm screwed, right? So long term, in 100 years, right? This is for a Trezor Model T. Each piece, and I did this myself. I have it in one of my videos, I think. I show you guys how to make metal recovery. So let me see if I have that. Let's see, metal recovery. I probably have it. There you go. So go here on the channel. DIY crypto metal recovery. It's part of an online course as well. I teach you guys step by step how to do this. If you don't want to stamp it with metal, because you do need a heavy hammer, etc., you can just pick up the LEPAL one. So this is another way. Let's say you get to the point where you're like Crypto Moose, where you've gone beyond the hundreds of dollars and thousands, and you have a lot of crypto. You can then write down your mnemonic seed phrase on metal. So if I ever lose my hardware wallet, or if I'm just using a hot wallet, you could do that as well. Okay. So there are a lot of different ways. There are different levels, and I have other videos on that as well. So the ultimate guide, I have different ones as well. But really what I recommend most is identifying which one you need. So in terms of hardware wallets, again, we have links to them. I only put up the links to wallets that I like and use. Number one, I like Tangem. If you're using your cell phone specifically, if you are someone that wants to get into yield farming, let's say you want to use MetaMask and add another layer of protection, Trezor, Ledger, fantastic. So it's Tangem, Trezor, and Ledger. But Tangem is more on the go friendly. Okay. But again, you do get to write down your mnemonic seed phrase, and it's very slick. If you guys get the ring, you're set to go. Okay. So what else do we have here? We have metal backup. That's good. Ultimately, the only real risk in crypto that I see is giving somebody your seed phrase. So the best way to protect yourself is to obviously not talk about crypto too much. I have a public channel. It's the way it goes. But if you have a hot wallet, okay, if somebody gets access to your computer, they can sign a transaction if they know your password. Whereas with a hardware wallet, you can't do that because your cryptos are held offline. Okay. So that's why you would want a hardware wallet. You don't need one, but if you have a lot of money in crypto, you should invest into one. Okay. So those are the methods. That's kind of what I recommend. And yeah, guys, comment down below. So any questions you have regarding crypto security, ultimately just be aware of phishing scams. If you get an email saying, hey, I need your mnemonic seed phrase, what are your 12, 15, 24 words? Don't give it to them. Don't give it to them. Keep in mind on the channel, I've got other videos on how to set up your wallet. So the Trezor Safe 5, I've got unboxing videos. I have full setup videos. I help guide you throughout that process. So with that being said, guys, the moose is loose. Stay safe out there. We'll see you in the next one. Cheers.